What's happening? Quick question. Are you being held back by fear of the unknown? Well, here's 3 quick focus points to shift you back into faith. Number 1, it's not about you or me. When we said yes to following Jesus, we gave up the driver's seat. We said yes to him being the shepherd and us being the sheep. Sometimes that means we go through the valley of the shadow of death, those seasons and places that feel scary, those really dark moments where we're not really sure what's on the other side. But like the psalmist said, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Why? Because he is with me. By knowing that I'm not alone and I'm with the one who's bigger and stronger than my worst fears, I can breathe much better, knowing that in the worst case, he'll keep me safe in the end. Number 2, even when the worst happens, it can and will often serve a bigger purpose. Now take a moment to play out the worst case scenario with me. So you step out by putting your faith in God and things don't go how you expected. Now what's on the other side of that? Disappointment, embarrassment, rejection, loss of money maybe? And then what? Just because the outcome wasn't what you expected does not mean that God was not with you. You see, God was right there when Paul preached the gospel and ended up in jail writing letters. But those same letters from a jail cell served a much bigger purpose, even to this present day. Read the book of Philippians, for example. Number 3, without faith, it's impossible to please God. So I'd rather look like a fool trying to live by faith than choose comfort and social acceptance, but ultimately displease God. Having or experiencing the fear of the unknown isn't even the biggest problem. The bigger problem is when we let that fear influence our decisions. So if you're somebody who's struggling with fear of the unknown, surrender it to God in prayer. Be like the man who told Jesus that he believed, but still had the humility and enough hunger to ask for help with his unbelief. Pour out your fears to God with the most simple and sincere words of truth about where you're really at, and watch God move you from fear into faith. Are you being held back by fear of the unknown? Peace.